Welcome to Gray Areas for, I went to the 3-shot and
cropped
Cody's
me
not
out.
in it. Oh, hold on. We'll switch. For February 10th, 2026, episode
How
711.
dare you?
If you listened to last week's show and didn't see the post I put up on YouTube, which like podcast listeners probably didn't, you're like, yes, the 50th anniversary celebration episode.
We got hosed.
We celebrated by getting rid of Sean.
It's true.
Yeah.
And it is improvement to everyone, really, I think.
So
everyone's happier.
After 15 years, Sean's gone.
Right after I finished plugging that at the end of the show, even though I also mentioned it at the start, Maisie reminded him that,
Dogs haven't realized I'm here.
The dogs have realized that
Hello,
Cody is here.
Too.
And you have food, and the dogs have realized it.
There is a barricade in place, but it's not much of a barricade, so they're going to roam freely. They'll go back down in a minute. The excitement fades quick. After that episode, Maisie reminded Sean that they were going to be in the Bahamas, so making the episode this week was going to be difficult. And
Sean Hamas.
So it is.
Did he try? I don't think he tried.
I didn't ask to try. He is awake.
I mean, he should have. He should have tried. I try every time I'm on the East Coast. Doesn't matter. I still join.
The East Coast versus the Bahamas.
It's like the same time zone.
Yeah, but you're working, not on vacation. You don't
I joined
want to be
on my
there.
vacation.
You're away from your family and sad.
I joined last summer on my vacation.
Oh, shit. You know what? You're right. Fuck. You're right. No, you got me. You immediately got me. I'm wrong.
Perfect.
Damn.
But I appreciate. So Cody is filling the Sean role this week because he had to. So what do we got? What do we got sitting here?
It is. Am I allowed to plug businesses?
Sure.
Ding.
My dear love of Angie's Everything. If you're in Arizona, between Angie's Lobster and Prime Grill and burgers and chicken. Today it was $6.99 for a salad with chicken, a cheese or a flatbread or a cheese quesadilla, and a little drink. Like, they kind of in Flagstaff with the pricing they do, you kind of can't beat it, honestly, because it actually is fresh, good food.
All of those things were $7?
Yeah, literally this little drink right here. This. You can either choose a flatbread, it's a small flatbread, like a circle like this. For, listeners, you have no idea what I just did, but it's fine. Or like a quesadilla that kind of, fits a little bit longer than the palm of your hand. And this big ass salad right here, which is very large, $7. Yes.
A salad and a quesadilla for $7.
With grilled chicken on it. That's freshly grilled chicken.
Mm-hmm.
Most places charge $3.50 for the drink itself.
Yes.
At that point.
There's a reason why the people... I wouldn't say a ton of people were excited. This wasn't in-and-out levels of excitement when it came here, but there were some people that were very excited when it was announced. And as far as price goes, I've only been there a couple times, but I mean, we took you there when you were here, didn't we, Dave? Like,
I don't think so, because he has him in Phoenix.
But I haven't been to that. So
I think Dave went here when he was here. I think
okay,
because me and Dave and Sean, I thought got food from there when Dave was working in the upstairs room here. This would have been 2 months back.
Oh, maybe.
You recognize a bowl shaped like this for a salad?
Yeah, you recognize the
maybe.
bowl.
It is, again, I wrote about them for our paper when they came because I was like, oh, this is a pretty good thing. They've done their lobster and crab rolls are rolling in price. Depends on market, depends on catch for the season and all that. But the other stuff he's done, and again, I'm not sitting here saying it's the most amazing quality of food, but it's better quality food than the fast food you're going to get at McDonald's and Wendy's and all things like that. And again, the fact that you can get these big ass salads with a lot of toppings. I mean, this is a Mexican salad, so it's got black beans, chicken, onion, tortilla, crisp things, and pepper jack cheese. In this big ass bowl, you can literally split this between 2 people and have a pretty decently sized lunch. Like, I give them a lot of credit. Angie's is owned by the people who used to own Salad and Go. And then Salad and Go kind of got bigger. They kind of got pushed out of their company. And Salad and Go has been in the news now for retreating from Texas and backing off the plan that these people, from what I kind of have understood, were not really super in favor of. And now Angie's is doing really good. Angie's got a couple locations in Texas itself and some in Vegas and Tucson. Along with
I actually had no idea that it was the same. I had no idea it was the same. I didn't know that Angie's are split off from Salad and Go. Salad and Go split off.
Basically, after they kind of left Salad and Go for however that went down, I don't want to speak out of turn. they started looking for this new thing, and the ownership's Angie's is the name of the owner's mom, who he like I think has since passed away. But a lot of this is like inspired by she worked her ass off to basically provide for him when he was a kid, and so a lot of it is like, how can we provide meals that are cheap for families, blah blah blah, and stuff like that. That's kind of the whole mission statement of this. And we're a year plus in, and salads are still $4.99 off and on. Sometimes they vary; they go up to $5.99, they come back down. But they're doing a really good job of sticking to the mission they've said. They also, I believe, pay everybody a bit above minimum wage. I don't believe they do the minimum wage thing. His whole goal was to basically match what In-N-Out would pay you, because In-N-Out pays well for fast food.
Yeah.
He's done the same thing. So, anyways, that's my very long ramble about why I'm eating.
I think I know what I'm getting for lunch tomorrow, because good Lord, I just entered it in my phone, and for $7.99 I can add chicken to my quesadilla.
Yep.
And oh no, what a horrible thing!
Yeah, you can add chicken. It's a small quesadilla. You probably won't get a ton of chicken in it, but again, $7.99 for a small chicken quesadilla, a big ass salad, and a drink.
Yeah.
Hard to beat. Do you have one right around your neighborhood now?
It's a little farther away, but it's not terrible.
I was gonna say they had been a lot in the south part of the valley. They hadn't been up in your north corner yet. A ton. I think they had one down by the Cardinal Stadium, if I remember right.
Yeah, it's a little far for me on that one, but it's okay. We'll figure. Oh man, I'll manage. I can drive. It's okay.
Yes, I will be eating a salad and trying to not chew into the microphone as much as possible.
So that was not.
At least you made the attempt.
That was not Cody's review, but he did kind of get to chime in with one after last week's episode. And we'll do more of that in the future as well.
I do, and I have so many more.
Yeah, the Winter Olympics will have been over, and we've had all sorts of things happen. USA curling made a push, but then came up short today, and some other stuff has happened.
Corey did a great. I watched every single one of their co-ed matches. By the way,
what's funny is I only watched the South Korea match in part, and that was their worst match.
Yeah.
So this is not luge week. Last week already had luge. Next review time we'll have luge. There's no luge this week. I
mentioned I want to just mention the guy I scared who did a backflip on the ice. It blew my mind. I'm still like reeling from the fact that some guy did a backflip on
for
the
no
ice.
reason.
It's unbelievable.
It's not a scored element. He just did it cuz, and he landed on one leg. One leg. I'm not talking about Winter Olympics this week. Check them out though; they're still ongoing, and as usual, USA is not doing great. But that's not our domain. We're a Summer Olympics.
We beat Canada 5-0 in women's hockey today, so fuck Canada.
And just like basketball, hockey is worth one medal.
Yeah.
So when the medal table pops up, it's not going to be pretty. This week we're going back to what we did a couple of weeks ago because I thought it went pretty well. I already have several other ones queued up. I do apologize for the regular listeners. This one's a little sports heavy again. Most of the ones I have planned for the future are not. But with Sean not here, we have the opportunity to do, anything besides basketball. So we're going to take advantage of this last-minute change by doing this. Next week will then be the 15th anniversary show. It doesn't really matter. It posted around 15 years from next week, so whatever. We recorded it around now. It'll have been 15 years to the month. So this is Top 100 Trivia, and I will go over the rules quickly because we've only done it once before, and you may have missed it. It's not super complicated. The two of them now are just going to go back and forth. There's no snake style on this. It's just going to be one after the other. And they're going to take turns trying to name successful answers on a top 100 list. Easy peasy. Except the number one answer is worth 1 point, and the number 100 answer is worth 100 points. So the goal is to get things close to the line, but not below it, because if you're outside of that list, you're at risk of getting a strike, 3 strikes, and you're out. Like last time, answers between 101 and 110 will be a 0, but not a strike, because nothing feels worse than getting 102, missing the big points, and then also getting hit with a strike for it. So there is that 10-answer buffer period, of which there's a couple answers in there that I think might come up, so we'll see. One other note, this list I have reduced a bit by taking out players that primarily played in the 1950s and 60s. Not all of them, because if I didn't recognize the name, I felt it was a pretty safe bet to remove it. If for some reason one of you psychopaths brings one of them up, I have the list of them, so you'll get a redo for free. I don't think it's going to happen, because while I'm not a huge football fan, I consider myself to be a big sports fan and pretty well-read overall. And I had no idea who all these players were. 2 of them were Hall of Famers, and I'd never, ever heard the name in my fucking life. So if they happen to come up, you won't be punished. You'll get another chance for free. It won't even be a 0. You'll just get to go again. I don't think they will, and if they do, I guess I'll prove that I was wrong. I severely doubt it, though. There's your ground rules. Any questions? You've done it before now. I'm not going to give you any other hints about how this is going to go. I think you'll feel your way through it. I will give you one other thing as far as like a tidbit before we jump into it. And if you guys want to fight over who goes first, you can. We can flip a coin, or we can just pick someone. On the one hand, you get to go first, so you get first dibs. On the other hand, you get, statistically the higher chance of getting to 3 strikes first. So, it's trade-off. Up to you if you guys want to fight over or just pick somebody or what.
Cody is wearing more hats than me, so he goes first.
You're making me go first?
Yes.
Fine. Just make me go first. So Sean's got 0. Shane.
Sean does have 0. I kept him in here because I wasn't going to rebuild the frame for 2 people. So he's going to be at 0 for a long time. Maybe negative if I feel feisty. Who knows?
If he was really committed, he could absolutely play along in the comment section, but he's not watching because he doesn't care.
He would actually be able to get a few correct answers on this. He would absolutely lose, but he would name at least probably 5 to 8 answers. So, what's the category? I'm glad you asked. What we are doing this week, we wanted to do something with football because I think it's relatively even between the two of them. Maybe Cody a little more present day than Dave. Maybe Dave a little more back when he was a fantasy football king. But this is an all-time list, so both of you will have somewhat equal footing on it. You are going to name for me the top 100 career leaders in passing yards.
So if I name someone who's active, do they still count for the list, or do they have to be retired?
That is the one tidbit I was going to mention. There are 17 active players on this list. So active players are totally fair game, and there are a chunk of them on here. But this is also an all-time list, so this goes back, to the, like I said, the 50s. There are a couple of older names on here that are maybe recognizable.
That's impressive for passing, that there'd be guys from the 50s on this list, honestly.
So your goal will be to give me correct answers that are somewhere between 1 and 100. Again, it's worth however many points. So the 77th answer is worth 77 points. I'm vamping while you guys think of your first couple answers. And as you know, just for the viewer's sake, listener's sake, the rule of thumb for me at least, you can play the game however you want, is you go a little harder early when you don't have strikes, but then when you have 2 strikes, you probably got to play it safer because if you take a risky answer and it knocks you out, you can't get points anymore. You're stuck there. So how you want to go about it is up to you. Cody found success last time in the 50s more often than not. Dave and Sean got some bigger answers, but also some higher ones. But it really just comes down to the strikes. If you get yourself out, then you're stuck at whatever point total you have.
So my last clarification question, because it's fun. So the top 100 is the top 100, but there's not technically 100 answers because you're not moving guys up the list for the 40s and 50s guys being removed. They're just, if they're like...
I move them up the list.
Oh, you move them up the list. Okay.
Yes.
So someone who, however many guys you removed, we're looking at like 110, and then we have the buffer of 120.
Correct. Yes.
I just want to know, because I literally know off the top of my head like a handful of guys who are in the top 100, so I just wanted to know if I would have to adjust my thought process when I guess if I say a name, I can kind of figure this out.
You kind of get a sense, just like last time. Like last time you found about a point threshold for somewhere around where 100 was.
Yeah.
It'll be similar here. Like, okay, this many yards is something like this place, and then I'll give you some information. But yes, it's going to be different than any list you may have. I mean, you wouldn't have memorized. You didn't know it was coming. But you know what I mean? Like, it's not... I felt it was a little arbitrary to do it this way, but again, there were some names that no one was ever going to say in their fucking lives. And I'm like, why even bother having those in there? It's more fun. If we're going to fill an entire episode with these, and the last time it did, we might as well give you as many correct answers as possible, because you're still not going to remember them all. You're going to get to the end and be like, oh my God, we didn't say that quarterback? Like, yeah.
Can I pitch one old school one to see if he's one of the guys you removed?
I mean, you can. If he was on the list, he will come up as a redo. So.
Okay, then I was like, I was just for fun. I wanted to see, because you said there's like 1 or 2 guys I think that would be on there, and so I was curious if I could just throw one out there.
I can think of 2 off the top of my head.
Let me double check. Is Dave still on the screen?
Dave's still there.
Okay,
all
great.
Right.
I can't have YouTube up to double check the stream while I'm doing this because I'm keeping score on my phone in addition to that monitor having stuff and this monitor having stuff.
Dave, do you mind if I throw one out, like not counting towards the game, just for fun really quick?
It could be a 0 guess for all of us. It'll be a Sean guess. How's that?
Sure. Sean is going to start with Octodrag.
Yeah, that was absolutely on my
Was that
list
literally what you were going to guess?
Octodrag is on our list.
Okay.
Because I've heard of Octodrag.
Okay.
Can we split the point? How about we split the points since we were both
absolutely
we were both
going to directly go with the
50. Let me say, because I can say the other one I was thinking of from back then, and then we can just split those points
I have one more that I think that I would guess on here.
So Autogram has 23,600 passing yards in his career, 10 years for the Cleveland Browns, and he is 90th on the list. Am I splitting the points on this? What are we doing?
I think that's fun. Yeah.
Okay, sure.
It's an even number, so it actually works to split.
I mean, let me do the other one that I was thinking of.
Sure.
If it's the same one for you guys, my other one, old school, is Y.A. Tittle.
Oh, okay. I have a different old guy.
Okay, I gotta get back in the rhythm of this. Once I do, it'll go quickly.
We're just making his life miserable by dicking around now. This is great.
Y.A. Tittle is on the list.
He's got to be. He's got to be.
Okay. He's 46th with 33,000 in his career.
He's so fucking good. I mean, the guy was so good. I don't know why that didn't. I didn't go to him, Dave, because that's a great answer for the old school one. I have one more then.
Okay, but we're no longer splitting unless Dave has another one. So this is going to be a counting guess if you go for it.
Yeah, that's fine. Does Dave get credit for Y.A. Tittle?
I gave you both points for both.
We're splitting those points. Yeah, we're getting points for both. We're each getting half the points.
They're not showing up though.
We're just fucking around and making his life.
I see. They're still saying zeros. I'm changing them. Let me see. I need to get this screen back up somewhere more towards the top. This is always a difficulty with layering windows because if I push Dave back too far, he disappears.
I have one more to split before I make a real guess.
Okay.
Okay. Good. I like splitting it. Let's split it.
Norm Van Brocklin.
Ooh, that is an obscure one.
Norm Van Brocklin is on the list.
Those are my two.
And again, like I don't know that many people would be like, oh yeah, Norm Van Brocklin, I know him.
I listened to a fantasy football podcast that has a lot of fun going back and reading through old rosters of how weird guys' names were. And that is specifically why I know these. Okay, that's fucking
Jesus
funny.
Christ.
So Norm Van Brocklin is on the list at number 89, right above Autogram.
That's fucking ridiculous.
I'm glad you're okay splitting this because it's great.
So let's see, that's 89.
Let's do 44
I'm splitting, so yeah, 44 seems easy enough, which brings you both to 112. And now the game can actually begin in earnest.
Yeah, now this is very fun. Like honestly, this is very fun because a lot of this is going to lean towards the last 25 years because of how passing has developed over the years, and we're going to hit some really like fun because you guys have fun with some of the weird, obscure basketball guys, and I can have a lot of fun with some of the weird, obscure football guys in this sense. So I'm going to start off with one who is active because I definitely know he's on there. Is Jameis Winston.
By the way, number 100 is probably not gettable.
Okay.
The downside of trimming this list down is it went from a somewhat gettable to 100 to a, I don't think, gettable number 100.
Okay.
But nonetheless, we will persevere. You said Jameis Winston.
He's absolutely on this list, even if he is, because he threw so much for the Bucs in his 30 for 30 season.
He sure did.
Oh, God. 80. Oh, that
Jameis
is
Winston
amazing.
is 80th on the list. He's got 24,800 yards in his career so far with 4 different teams.
That's a pretty... the old guys gave us a really good, honestly, line for me to know because they were 89th and 90th. And so now I'm really confident with some of these names.
So this is where I'm going to... you're going to kick my ass on this, I think, because you got some of the old ones. But I like to go old school. A guy... See, this is such a weird thing because somebody like Jameis Winston... hasn't played that long. I'm thinking of old guys who played for like 15 years are probably going to be a little lower on this list potentially than that. Mm-hmm. I'm going Vinny Testaverde as my first guess.
Played for like 100 years.
Yes. But he only threw like probably, 200, maybe, 18, 20, 100 yards a year or something like that. It wasn't that much.
Vinny Testaverde played 21 in the NFL and accrued 46,200 yards in his career. That's good enough for 18th on our list.
That is higher than I thought it was. I thought he only played for like 15.
I thought he would be in the 30s, honestly.
Yeah.
Certainly a career journeyman, but he is on the list.
I'm going to go with a journeyman similar in a similar vein. He's just much more modern day. Ryan Fitzpatrick is on here. 100%.
He is. In fact, he was one of the first people I looked at because I was like, where does he fall on a list like this? And the answer is he has 35,000 yards almost on the dot in his 17 seasons, and he is 37th on the list. Kablam.
Perfect. I'm going to go another guy who bounced around teams in the 90s, Kerry Collins.
Good answer.
I can see Kerry Collins on my screen over here, which is great for me, not having to scroll. He's a little bit higher, but not too bad. He has 41,000 yards in his 16 seasons, and that is good enough for 23rd.
6 different teams?
Yeah, I put that on the screen just for fun.
Raiders, Giants.
Yeah, I don't.
Fuck, I don't remember.
That's about as far as I could go. So like what the number one answer is, just like LeBron last time. Like you have some safe stuff if it comes to it, but right now this is the chance to pull out more fun
I got
names.
plenty before I had to be safe.
Yeah. The goal is going to be for you guys to go at this for a while until you like like last time. I want this list to be one that you get like 60.
I'll run it up on this one. I think I can get like 25 guys. Jake Plummer. Yeah, I'm stealing him from you before you could say it. I deliberately did that just to be a dick.
Wow.
Literally wearing the ASU shirt today. You son of a bitch.
He was at Twin Arrows for the Super Bowl up here in Flag. He was guest appearing.
I'm so mad at you right now.
And Jake Plummer is a good answer. In his 10 seasons, he still managed to accrue 29,200 yards. That's good enough for 57.
Amazing. He only played 10 seasons.
Mm-hmm.
I guess he did retire weirdly early once he got shipped to the Bucks, and then he didn't play for the Bucks.
Yeah. Well, this was always a fun one back in the day. I'm going Sexy Rexy, Rex Grossman. Didn't play long enough?
Did Cody make a face?
No, I'm just shaking my head at the Sexy Rexy thing. I couldn't handle it when I was 15, and I definitely can't handle it when I'm 35.
Having removed a bunch of olds from my list, Rex Grossman is 195th with 10,200 yards in his career, and that is going to be Dave's first strike.
Isn't that that's crippling when you're like, that dude made a Super Bowl?
Yeah, with that I figured he played longer. Okay, never mind.
9 seasons.
Damn, that's wild. All right, who am I going with?
Jeez, never mind then.
It'll be fun because maybe right around. I think he'd be right around in the 50s or 60s. I'm just going to keep doing the same shit I did last time. Jim Harbaugh.
Jim Harbaugh had 26,300 passing yards in his career. That is good for 72nd on the list.
Reason why I'm pretty confident in that one, and I will circle back on the next guess.
All right, Dave, you can do this. I still believe in you.
I'm not going to do this. I knew this was going to be tough because I know names, I know guys who played, but like the Grossman thing, the fact that he wasn't on this list, I thought he threw way more yards in those 10. I know he didn't play forever, but geez. All right, well, I'm going to go an older guy who played for a long time, but in the 70s, they didn't pass much, Terry Bradshaw.
I started typing Brad, and a different answer came up. I don't think I have to specify which one.
I know.
I know it.
Might be our number one answer. Instead, Terry Bradshaw, a much better pick than that. He had 28,000 yards for his career. He had his 65th on the list.
Nice.
Perfect. You gave me a different idea than the number one on our list, so I feel better about it now.
Should I steal it and interrupt what I was going to answer now?
You should. You probably should.
No, because this one's funnier. So I went with Harbaugh because I thought he was around 25, 26 because the quarterback he currently coaches, Justin Herbert, is, I believe, right around 25,000 now after his however many years he's played, based off of stats that I had remembered when the season was getting near.
24,820. That's right above Jameis Winston in 79th.
I thought he was actually at 25 by now, but he's very close. I know because they were talking about someone was talking about how Herbert's almost at Harbaugh's already. Wow. SDG, it's LA. How dare you? It's the Los Angeles Chargers of Los Angeles.
You mean not like the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim?
Different.
I'll go a little safer, but a fun one just for my own guess. Kurt Warner, because he wasn't in the league forever, but he put up a shitload of yards.
I'm gonna guess 40s, 30s. I think he's pretty high up there.
Kurt Warner, despite being a bag boy for part of his career, it has 32,300 yards, which is right in the middle, 50th.
Oh, okay. Perfect. Even better.
Because there were some hurt years towards the end where he didn't do a whole lot. But he is a Hall of Famer. That's what the plus means, by the way. If you were wondering, plus is they were a Hall of Famer.
All right, I will go with a quarterback that was on the team I cheer for just long before I cheered for the team, Steve Grogan. Very mediocre Patriots quarterback.
I saw him on the list, and I was like, well, I think Cody's going to pick him up. And sure enough, Steve Grogan is 71st on the list.
even if I didn't grow up in Boston and I bandwagoned to the Patriots, I guess almost 20 years ago now. So it's not that bad. I know Patriots history enough at this point to go with that. I can't believe he's right next to Harbaugh. That's really funny.
Right.
So the thing that you gave away when you said you typed in Brad and it gave away was Brad Johnson. Was the person I was thinking of.
Not anyone named Brady.
Bradley. Brad Johnson has 29,000 yards in his career. That is 58th.
Okay.
Right below Jake Plummer.
I'm still mad at you, Cody. Like, that's my pick. That's my guy, man. It was my 10. Like, Jake Plummer was my 11-year-old hero when he was at ASU that year. And then he got drafted to the Cardinals. And then made the playoffs with the Cardinals. Like, between 11 and 15, Jake Plummer was my hero, man.
Sorry.
He's not sorry.
I don't know what to say.
I've met him a couple times. He's a cool guy.
With he's an interesting dude, honestly.
He's a very interesting dude.
If the Patriots had not made the Super Bowl, I very much considered going to Twin Arrows to watch the game there and going to meet him. But then I was like, no, I need to hide at home. So when my team gets its ass kicked, I'm not in public in a Patriots jersey.
Which is exactly what happened.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Which, man, I look back to Game 7 of the World Series. I'm like, I almost had a really bad fall into winter.
Yeah.
It's one thing to get there, but you lose both of them, it would be pretty crippling and sad.
Never mind. I wouldn't know anything about getting heartbroken in championship series.
Exactly.
At all.
I'm gonna go with another fun journeyman from my high schoolish days, I guess. Jeff Garcia.
That's a good one.
Who I believe was actually in hindsight was throwing for a lot when he was in San Francisco, more than I think I realized at the time of oh shit, this guy racks up a lot of yards.
Jeff Garcia managed to play for 5 teams in his 11 seasons, but he also racked up 25,500 yards, which is 74th.
Well, I guess I found my space. That's a bunch of 25,000 guys.
So what's interesting is he took over for Steve Young, who threw a shitload of yards. So I'm going to guess Steve Young because he didn't play that long, really. So I think he's going to be on here, right in that area.
Steve Young played for 15 seasons, but injury-riddled seasons, and as a result, he has 33,000 yards, which is 45th.
Yep.
There he is.
I'm going to start picking off guys that I have a weird affinity for over my lifetime of watching football. Alex Smith.
Interesting one.
I do, for whatever reason, I cannot tell you. I always was just I get that he's not a superstar, and I knew he was the number 1 overall pick, and he didn't pan out to being a big deal, especially when Rodgers is in that same draft. But I always was just man, he just is entertaining for whatever reason of his check down bullshit, and then he comes back from his leg getting almost ripped off of his body, which made me like him quite a bit more.
He has 35,600 yards for his career over 16 seasons. That's 34th.
That's higher than I thought he was, honestly. Good for him.
Yeah, no kidding. And he played that many years. Holy crap.
He had 2 careers between being a Niner and then being a Chief. It was 2 full. Again, that's what you gave me the idea because you referenced Niners quarterbacks who did something similar.
There's a fun one from the 90s that stretched a little bit into the 2000s. Randall Cunningham. He's probably in the 30-ish area, I think.
Now you stole the quarterback who is from where I'm from. Thanks.
Well, that's only fair.
Yeah, it's true.
Randall Cunningham, especially because he had some running in his game, which is very atypical for the time, is just under the 30,000 yards threshold. He's been 55th for his career.
I said he's going to be right around 30.
Yeah.
Well, good news for you, it's better than that because it's worth 55 points.
I'm going to take a chance since I don't have a strike yet. Michael Vick. Because he had his Philadelphia years and he would have brought some more yards in, around the very unfortunate or fortunate prison stint.
Michael Vick, for his career, over 15 seasons by the end with 4 teams. We forget about some of the journeyman stuff, but Cody's right. Has 22,400 yards for his career, That's 96th.
You gave me the idea because you took Cunningham. Without the Eagles years, obviously he doesn't get onto the list, and without Chris taking some guys off, I don't think he get. Or
he did not.
Yeah.
On the original list, I can even tell you where he was. He was scroll 105.
Oh, okay. So he would have been a mulligan.
It would have been a redo.
Okay. Oh, that was good.
Instead, he's worth 96 points.
Well, apparently I'm just an aficionado of the 90s. I'm going to go Jim Kelly next because, again, he didn't play forever, but he put up a lot of yards.
For a good, successful franchise.
Yeah.
Well, only 11 seasons, which I was surprised by. I would have guessed more than that, but quarterback shelf life was different back then because they were taking massive hits all the time.
They got blasted.
35,000 plus yards puts him 35th on the list. Right behind Alex Smith.
I cross off the guys I put on the list. All right. I'm going to do another risky one since Vic worked out.
I just worked out.
Archie Manning.
Oh, you mean Arch Manning?
The Saints fucking sucked during his career, and he threw a lot more than I think we realize. And then no one really pays attention because he had, sons and now grandson named after him.
Manning did return multiple results. I know you won't believe that.
Shocker.
Oh.
Archie has 23,900 yards in his 14-year career. That is 86th on the list.
I can't believe Archie had that many.
He threw a lot. They were really bad. They were the Saints when everyone put I honestly cannot name another franchise he played for. I did not know there was 3 teams.
Oh wow, I didn't know that
either. They put the bags over their head. They were the Aints.
The Aints. Wow.
But again, I knew he played long enough to where even if he's getting 2,500 yards per year back then, he had to get up there if Vic was up there.
Well, and that's along the lines of where my next guest is going with Roger Staubach, because he was on the Cowboys for a while, but again, back then, they're only putting up 2,000 yards a year.
But they were also throwing.
Mm-hmm.
Roger Staubach, a Hall of Famer, played 11 seasons with Dallas and had 22,700 yards, which is 94th on the list.
Such a good answer.
There we go. We needed one of those, because Cody's been dominating the 90s right now.
I watched a lot of football even back then. If it wasn't passing and it wasn't the quarterback being the thing, I wouldn't be able to name running backs nearly as well. But Chris picked the one that I do.
I had another list that I was looking. Well, I had 2 other lists I was looking at. One I couldn't get the list of names long enough for because I actually don't have. Turns out I only have a basketball reference account as part of my trial, not all of the references. And the other one I thought was a little bit. I don't know. I went with this one because I wasn't sure, but. It's all right. There could be time for the other one another time.
I was worried you're going to do tackles or sacks or some shit like that. And I'm like, oh God, I'm going to struggle with that. I'm going to go back to vaguely where I grew up because I'm pretty sure he was a Central Coast quarterback. Mark Brunell, most notably of the Jaguars.
Oh, I had him in my mind because I like the Panthers, Jaguars, and they're new.
Yeah.
They each had their quarterback who played well.
Mark Brunell had 32,000 yards in his career. That is good for 52nd.
Very weird thing is my grandfather was an assistant coach on one of the all-star games in our region when he was a high school football coach, and Brunell was in that game. And so that guy's name has always been stuck in my head over my lifetime. I 5'5" for Dave. I should probably eat my salad.
5'5".
Going fast.
So you mentioned the Brad earlier. I'm going to go with a guy that's connected to him who played a few seasons after he got kicked off the Patriots, Drew Bledsoe.
Drew Bledsoe.
More than a few seasons.
Yeah, I mean, he played 14 years ultimately, and he chucked. He had 44,600 yards. That is 20th.
He was way higher than I thought he was.
But it's points on the board.
Is Bledsoe's third team the Cowboys?
I don't know.
I think it was.
What?
I think it was the Cowboys. I think you're right.
Well, there's my transition is to Troy Aikman, who his brain didn't let him throw for as many yards as it should have, because Aikman probably could be top 10 on this list if the rules letting him die every single time.
But His career only lasted 12 years and some injuries in there, so he ended up with 33,000, and that's 47th on the list. Bam.
Well, I'll just stick right along those lines. I'm going to go with Tony Romo.
You want to scroll far to find him. He is 42nd on the list.
There we go.
With 34,000 yards, just a couple spots ahead of Aikman.
Fine.
Yeah, he didn't play forever.
I see your Cowboys quarterback, and I'll go with another one who I'm pretty sure was a Cowboy. What?
Do not do it. If you name the one I'm thinking of right now, I'm going to be real pissed off.
I don't think so, because I think I might be mistaken that he played for them. But I thought he was their backup for a little bit. John Kitna, formerly of the Bengals.
Okay.
John Kitna, over 15 years with 4 teams, accrued 29,700 yards. That is 56th on the list, right between Randall Cunningham and Jake Plummer.
Yes.
Trying to be better about doing the math while Dave thinks, because I messed up the math a couple times last episode when I went back and watched, because I had a lot going on. I'm not really going to blame myself.
I still won.
Not in a way that affected the outcome. It was like 4 points here, 6 points there. Didn't carry a 1, but I was like, damn it. I had a little better rhythm this time, so we're good. Go ahead, Dave.
This should be okay with Joe Burrow, Cincinnati quarterback. He should be in that Herbert range, I think.
You said you don't steal a Cowboys quarterback, and then you didn't name one.
Well, I doubted myself whether he's actually going to be on this list. So
Joe Burrow has only played 6 seasons, and in them, he has accrued 20,810 yards. That is 105th.
Because he tore his ACL. Dave, you would have nailed that if he didn't have a season where he missed a bunch of time.
Darn it. Okay.
I guess I should scroll down and show him, because he is down here, so I'll pop him on the screen real quick. Not a strike, but no points. These aren't capitalized. Oh, no. Whatever. Here.
Oh, no.
Bam. Now it is.
So close. I was actually doing the math in my head. It's like, okay, he's played basically 5 seasons because he just tore his ACL. Let's give him 4,500 yards a season. That's like a little over 20,000. He should be right there at it.
Alas. But not a strike. But it does go back to Cody.
Oh, he doesn't get a pick for after that? He doesn't get to replace it?
Nope. It's a 0. No, it's a 0.
Mini Dave.
So your turn.
You only get a redo if you name one of the olds.
Got it.
Which has not happened yet and will not happen.
I was like, I don't know. I might know one more, but I'm not going to try. I don't want to try.
And there's a couple more on the list yet, but I feel pretty good about the ones I kept and the ones I did not keep.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's one more I know, because they literally spent a whole episode describing how to pronounce his first name, which I will get to once we're done. In the meantime, let's go with gigantic super dickhead asshole Cam Newton.
Wow.
The pettiest motherfucker in the world. Look, I'm gonna rant for 1 minute.
Okay.
When you have a guy who grew up idolizing you from North Carolina, went to North Carolina, has pictures of him in your jersey when he's like 13 years old, went to the Super Bowl that you bitched out and didn't try and recover a fumble, and was a diehard fan of yours, and has cited how much he likes you, and all you do on your shitty little TV show is say how much he's overrated and a crappy quarterback. I don't have any respect for you as a human being. Like, you're just a dick as a person. And I don't know what his problem with Drake May is. And it's like, I'm so angry about like that specific thing. Dave vaguely got the text message about it when he checked in on me on the Super Bowl, when I was like, there are people who are going to talk a lot of shit and it's a really big bummer. And that was about 95% aimed at Cam Newton.
I didn't catch that at the time, but I understand it now.
It's just a bummer. It's like, dude, May grew up, had the franchise, like an expansion franchise. And again, he's 23 years old. So the Panthers had actually existed for a while when he starts watching football, because they are actually that old now. And it's just a bummer that like the kid grew up liking this dude and has like talked well about him over and over again. And ever since he was like, oh, I'm actually not sure what show he's on, when Cam, it was like, what do you have to say about Cam Newton's comments? And it's just kind of mean.
Yeah.
So.
He has 38 more yards than Kurt Warner.
Also, I realized I started writing on the wrong side, and I gave away 2 answers on the list right there, if Dave was looking.
I did see one, but I wasn't going to guess it.
So 49th.
So I won't.
For Mr. Newton.
You can do it. I fucked up. I picked it up and started. I was like, wait, I thought I had names still on here. I didn't erase it.
I'm gonna take a shot at my Cowboys guess because I'm so pissed that you stole my ASU quarterback. I had to find really the only other relevant ASU quarterback I could possibly guess, and also he's a Cowboys guess because it follows that flow. Danny White.
Danny White had 21,900 yards in his career. That is 98th.
Oh.
That's so happy.
You trusted your heart, Dave, and it paid off.
I just had to trust my ASU heart.
Well, let's knock off the one I really wanted to answer on here because it is the dude that, you know, when you play Madden and like you don't want to always play with your favorite team, like you just find teams that work best for you. In the late 2010s, I played with the Houston Texans endlessly with Owen Daniels at tight end and Andre Johnson at receiver and Matt Schaub at quarterback after he got traded from the Falcons. And those stupid teams put up points. And so I know Schaub's going to be on this stupid list.
Matt Schaub played for 17 seasons. Yeah. And despite being a backup for a significant chunk of those, still accrued 25,500 yards, which is 75th on the list.
My space. I have to figure out who 73 is. Like, absolutely love Matt Schaub for what he was, of being a very mediocre dude who got paid and threw the ball a lot.
I don't want to put anything past you, but I don't think you're getting 73.
Fine.
You might. It's possible. I mean, I heard of them, so... let me hit the button for... There you go. There's points.
I have this should be on here. He's been around for a while. I'm going to go with Kirk Cousins. Another journeyman.
He's absolutely going to be on there.
Where do you think he is, Cody?
I want to scroll up a little bit. He's got to be above these guys. He's got to be above... I want to say, because he had like a 4,000-yard season with the Vikings, and he had a couple... I would assume he's somewhere in the 30,000.
Just been so passed around. Like, oh my God, you're still scrolling. Stop scrolling. Stop scrolling.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Jesus.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Kirk Cousins has 44,700 yards in his career. That is 19th.
God, I did not think it was that high.
He did play. I mean, I think like RG3's career was so brief that Cousins had so many years as a starter in Washington with probably 3,000-yard seasons before then going to Minnesota and putting up. I mean, I imagine in his Minnesota career, he's got to have like near 20,000 alone. So damn, that's
that's higher than I thought it was going to be.
Then we'll go with. It's so funny to see Testaverde with 7 because I want to. I think this guy's going to have. I think it's 4 or 5. My literal personal favorite quarterback in the NFL, Baker Mayfield.
That was the one that was on your sheet that I saw.
I literally have recently purchased a knockoff Baker Mayfield creamsicle Buccaneers jersey. He is, I'm not kidding you, my favorite player in the NFL.
Those creamsicle jerseys are so sick. I love those.
I could not help but buy one, and I'm like, I've got him on my dynasty team. I know this. Everyone hated him for how much of a dickhead he was in Oklahoma, but I have loved him since he was in college. Probably because he's a very short, undersized, scrappy dude, and I'm like, yeah, that's my type of player.
That's you.
Yeah, an asshole.
In his 8 seasons, and despite it being a little helter-skelter, Baker Mayfield has 28,500 yards, and that's 61st.
Thank you, Buccaneers, for salvaging him from the scrap heap and him earning that job. I don't know how many years of Baker Mayfield we have left before he is beat to shit and can no longer move, honestly.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with a fun name that I thought as a kid because it reminded me of video games, and that's Rich Gannon.
Rich Gannon had 28,700 yards in his career, so he's 2 spots above Baker Mayfield in 59th.
Okay. I always thought Gannon, like, there's somebody named Gannon out there.
Oh my
Somebody
God.
look at the Master Sword.
Slay him.
I'm gonna take another chance since I still don't have.
Somehow you don't have a strike.
Carson Wentz.
No way.
I think Carson Wentz has bounced around enough and played enough that I think he might be like 103 or 98 or 93 on this list, somewhere around there.
Wow. I hope he's like
again, he had an almost MVP level season before he got hurt, and then helped my team lose a really devastating Super Bowl by not playing in it.
Carson Wentz was originally 95th on the list.
Okay.
He has moved up a few spots. He is 88th with his 23,600 yards. So he was on the list legit. He's a few spots higher now because of that, but not that different. 6 teams in his 10 seasons. And for 2 of those seasons, he looked like he might be one of the best quarterbacks in the league. And then
it's Eagles, Commanders, Colts, Chiefs, Rams. I don't remember. Somebody else. The Vikings. He literally played for the Vikings this year. Duh.
Yeah, the backup, right? I am gonna go old school. Joe Namath played for a lot of teams more than the Jets, I believe. He played like 3 or 4 teams, so he's been around long enough. He should be on this list. So Joe Namath.
Joe Namath, according to this, because I don't know ball this well for the NFL, only played for 2 teams.
Really? I thought it was 3 or 4. Huh.
But over his 13 seasons, he had 27,600 yards, and that is 68th on the list.
Very good. So I'm not mad about that.
Kablamo. He's a Hall of Famer, and now he's a creep.
I want to kiss you.
I'm probably starting to run out of names. Like I had to rebuild.
I'm actually doing okay on names. Better than I thought I would be.
I mean, I can go get number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whatever.
Yeah. Well, that's a point.
Sure.
But
this is where the points are.
Andrew Luck.
That's a good name.
There's all these guys in if 23,000 is making this list, I think even in Luck's 7 seasons or whatever it was, I think he's gonna make this. If Wentz worked, I think Luck's gonna be on here.
Andrew Luck, despite only playing 7 seasons in the NFL, because he just got beat to death thanks to the Colts offensive line, has 23,600 yards for his career. That's 87th. You filled in a hole down here.
Oh man,
nice.
Luck didn't get past Archie.
So he retired.
He also played half the career.
Yeah, that's true.
He's so smart. He's so smart that he did that. Now he's the AD at Stanford and just kicking ass.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I'm starting to go on this train of like who replaced who, because for some reason I'm like late 90s, early 2000s. I'm like locked in on these quarterbacks.
That's actually a good point to do, honestly.
So I probably gave it away, but I'm gonna go. Who replaced Kurt Warner back in the day? That's Mark Bulger was his name.
Oh shit, that's a good answer because they were still throwing a ton.
Mm-hmm.
Mark Bulger spent a year as a backup and only played 8 seasons in the NFL.
He's still going to be on there.
And he had 22,800 yards. He is 92nd on the list.
Damn.
Okay. Dancing around this.
Big points. You never know if Cody hits some strikes or he has to start going for lower answers. I mean, you're down by 350. It's a lot, but you never know. That's my job of trying to keep the listener or the viewer being like, oh, shit, the drama. There could be some drama. You don't know.
I'm tempted to have to start playing it safe. We've tapped out a lot of my late 90s, mid 2000s guys. They were playing a lot while I was watching. Granted, I can name 6 current guys that are probably on this list.
Yeah.
Derek Carr. Because he played long enough as a Raiders quarterback that he's definitely going to be on here. Honest to God, I could not tell you where, but I know he's going to be on this list. He just was a starter for too long in modern day NFL to not be.
Any guess as to where, Dave?
I'm sorry, where he's going to be?
Yeah,
David Carr.
Derek Carr,
not David Carr. Sorry, that is an important distinction. Yes. David Carr, I don't think would be on this list.
I'll tell you for free, he's like 155th.
Okay. I think Derek Carr is going to be surprisingly higher. I think he's going to be about 37,000 yards.
41,200?
I was going to say, did he crack 40?
He did, and that puts him 22nd, which is still points.
Oh, join me in my wall of green in the low teens, the high teens.
Cool. I broke the green wall. Yay.
It's still points. I need to check something real quick. Did I put those points in yet? I did not. Okay, great. So I can now hit enter, and there the points are. Got it. Go ahead, Dave.
Let's just have some fun and go old school, really old school again. I'm the guy that lost to Joe Namath, Johnny Unitas.
I don't have to scroll for this, which is great. Johnny Unitas is 25th on the list with 40,239 yards. Played for 18 seasons. That's part of it. And he's the last member of the 40,000 club.
Wow. I did not see him with that many. I thought it was going to be in the 30s.
Yeah, for that era, that's a lot of yards.
That's a lot of yards.
But he played a long time.
Yeah.
That's wild.
That's right. He played till
you gained 3 points on Cody. You're doing great.
Of guys who replace guys. Jay Cutler. The guy who replaced Jake Plummer.
Son of a... He's on my list. I was so excited to take him.
Jay Cutler, mostly from chucking with the Bears, managed to accrue 35,100 yards in his career. That is 36th on the list.
3 teams?
3 teams.
Dolphins, Bears, Broncos. Smoking Jay Cutler.
I love that you had that exact same moment.
I mean, seriously, he's such a perfect quarterback for like the internet starting to get into meme culture of how much of a guy, like between who he was married to and how little he seemed to give a shit about being an NFL quarterback, just unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
the vibe never changed from Vanderbilt. It was crazy.
I'm gonna go with another guy who chucked it a lot in the early 2000s, Dante Culpepper.
I wondered if Dante was going to come up, especially after the Randall Cunningham guess, and he's cut from the same cloth. He has 24,100 yards in his career. That is 83rd on the list.
I can't believe he's that low. I'm surprised he's that low.
He didn't play that long.
11 seasons. Was hurt a bit.
Yeah, he got banged up a lot. Because he's Moss's quarterback early in 99, early in Moss's career.
Yeah, well, it was Cunningham to Moss's rookie year, and then Culpepper replaced Cunningham.
Dave has crossed the 1,000 threshold.
Why do I know so much about freaking NFL quarterbacks? Like, how do I know more about this than basketball players? This is stupid.
This is what the media does to you with the NFL and forces every quarterback down your throat endlessly.
The quarterbacks league.
Yeah.
Let's play it safe again. Matt Hasselbeck.
Hasselbeck, in his 17 years of jumping around a little bit, has 36,600 yards. That is 31st.
It is wild the names are in the top 30 or near the top 30 of this.
That's not the fun of showing these sometimes. I was like, that he's where?
That is unfucking believable. That like he and Alex Smith are up there over Jim Kelly.
Different eras, though.
I know it's different era. I know. It's just crazy.
I mean, we've had a guy throw 5,000 yards in a season and not win MVP.
Yeah. Are you going to be acceptable? I'm having a complete brain fart. I know the guy's nickname. I know the guy's first name. I cannot, for the life of me, remember his last name. Can I just say his nickname and you're acceptable with this, Cody?
It's a friendly game. And Sean got away with it last time. Sean had 2 he didn't remember, like Mike Conley. So, sure.
Yeah. Matty Ice, which is
Matt Ryan.
Ryan. God, I knew it was like a 2 first names
Absolutely.
deal. I couldn't remember.
Yeah. That the new Falcons president of operations.
And where is he, Cody? On the list?
I mean, as a former MVP, and he played for a while. Like, is he at 40,000? I would think he's at 40.
For the audio listener, I'm scrolling up.
Top 10 all time.
God.
Matt Ryan has thrown for 62,800 yards in his career. That is 9th overall.
I did not think he played that long. Good Lord.
I mean, he played for a long because I have a friend who's a Falcons fan, and he got drafted right as we graduated high school in 08. I mean, he had some really good receivers.
And his career basically spanned the boom of passing in the NFL. Because nowadays, obviously, you don't throw for those kind of yards anymore. Mostly. More than the 90s and shit, but not what we were doing like the 2010-ish time.
I'll keep picking off guys who had decent careers and became MVP. Steve McNair. I think McNair's going to be higher on this list than I'm guessing.
Steve McNair had 31,300 yards in his career. That's 53rd on the list.
I can't believe how well this game is going that we aren't missing. Like,
I'm down to a couple names before just going. I didn't write down all the top 15 guys.
Yeah. Well, I picked one way too high, but I'm going to go Donovan McNabb. There for a while, caught a ball on the sidelines and celebrated like he scored a touchdown. It was stupid.
His name was coming up when I started typing McNair, MCNA, and he is on the list. He's a little higher though. He's in 30th.
Yeah, see, these Matt Hasselbeck and Donovan McNabb are that high. Like, it's crazy.
I mean, look at that. The same exact year they entered the league. That's to play it safe and do the I can't believe how high up there he is, Jared Goff. Because I know he's higher than most people are. Anyone who pays attention to football is going to be really willing to admit. Yeah.
Rolling up just a little bit. 27th, 39,622 yards so far.
All right.
And he has multiple years left in his career.
He's going to be top 10 probably by the time he's done, barring injury.
Well, we'll go a little bit. Guys who've just go a little safe again. I'll go Lamar Jackson.
I don't honestly. I think you're gonna get because I know Lamar is another one of my favorite players in the NFL. Lamar's not as many as you think. I think you're gonna get maybe. I'm gonna guess in the 80s or 90s here.
Whoa!
I'm dead serious. I think that's how low this is.
I'm scrolling for the audio listeners. I'm scrolling. I'm
80s.
Scrolling down.
I'm still
90s.
scrolling. I'm still scrolling.
Stop scrolling.
Yeah, because he just passed Vic. That's right.
95th, 22,608 yards. He's missed parts of a couple different seasons. And obviously he runs a lot, but that is still 95 points for Dave.
He also is sick or injured, as you said, every single season.
Yep.
But is he a worthy MVP?
Yes.
That's dumb debates. Anyways, Cody.
We could argue his second one. I'm fine with the argument of the second one. The first one was unequivocally obvious.
Yeah, and should have been unanimous and was.
Yeah. So we're gonna go with the past generation's Jared Goff, and that's Andy Dalton.
For the Red Rifle.
Andy Dalton
who is still a current quarterback, mind you. He's actually not retired. So.
That's right.
What?
He is one of the active ones. And
he's the Panther. He's Bryce Young's backup in Carolina still.
26 on the list, just shy of 40,000. He's just outside the 40,000 club.
Who's his fifth team? It's Bengals, Cowboys, Panthers. Who's his? Never mind. I don't even know two of them.
Did the Cardinals sign him briefly, or did I hallucinate that?
I think you hallucinated.
No, they did. You're right. They did.
Did he really?
They had him for a very short time.
To be fair, I don't know balls, so what do I know?
It's fine.
I thought I remembered something about that. I thought, anyways. I could be wrong.
I know this guy's going to be higher than my last pick, but it's they get compared a lot. Josh Allen is my guess.
Yeah, we can also name some active guys because they're climbing the list, but how high are they? In the case of Josh Allen, he's the last member of the 30,000 club. He is 54th.
Oh.
Wow.
Take it.
I honestly would have assumed Josh was higher than that at this point. Damn.
8 seasons, missed a little bit of time in a couple of them, and, that's still 30,000 yards in 8 seasons, but he'll climb more. As long as he's not too sad.
I think we have almost every player who's ever played for the Cowboys on this list. So I might as well just do Dak Prescott to just knock it off.
Sure.
Because Dak's going to be probably higher than almost all the rest of the Cowboys guys.
Wasn't there some guy that started with a Q at some point that was quarterback for the Cowboys?
Yeah, he won't be on the list, but it's Quincy Carter.
No, Quincy Carter. I knew there was somebody with a Q on there.
I had at one point and lost it a football signed by him because the Cowboys went to training camp in Oxnard, 25 minutes from where I grew up. And I managed to have the Cowboys there while they had not a good quarterback, and I got his autograph, which didn't amount to much there. He then eventually, I think, got arrested for cocaine possession, if I remember right, and was cut. I think he was cut by the Cowboys like a year after I got that autograph.
Dak was 32nd, by the way. Back to Dave.
I'm gonna go. I guess I'll finish out that draft class of quarterbacks and go with the worst one that was picked number 1 overall, Kyler Murray.
Kyler Murray has 20,460 yards in his career in 7 mostly injury-played seasons. That is 107th.
Oh, I thought he was a little bit more.
So another close one, not a strike. But
if he had gotten to play this year at the end of the year and not been benched, he literally would be on the list. But Jacoby Brissett ran up 3,000 yards that he should have gotten.
Yeah, he just needed, I can tell you this much because the number doesn't really matter. He needed 1,251 more yards, and he would be in the 100th.
Damn it. I'm even more mad at Jonathan Gannon now.
Like 4 or 5 games, probably. Well, in the modern NFL, 5 or 6 games.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. we're gonna go. We'll take a risk again for fun, because based off of where we're looking at that number and all that, and he's been in the news since he's been sick. Bernie Kosar.
Ooh, man, deep cut.
Deep cut. High rewards. Bernie Kosar is 91st on our list. 23,300 yards.
Yeah, that's all this.
Okay.
I thought he played for like 14 or 15, not 12 technically in there. Damn, that was much riskier than I thought. I thought he would have like 26.
I have a clarifying question to ask.
Hmm.
We're not taking AFL into account, right? This is just NFL stats. If someone played in the AFL before pre-merger, or how are they doing that?
I believe so. I don't know for sure.
That's a good question. I wasn't. I guess I didn't think about the whole going back that far and factoring that in, because it's not actually that long ago.
I guess how much grace do you want to give me? Because I want to guess Len Dawson, but I just I'm not going to guess.
I don't want you to get
too many years. He had too many years in the AFL. So if we're not, I can't risk if we're counting them or not. So I will not. I'm going to go Kenny Stabler then.
Oh.
Ken Stabler had 28,000 yards in his career. That is 66th on the list. A good way to punch back after Cody's answer.
Yeah.
Dan Fouts, who's going to be high on this list because I knew he threw for a lot. Dan Fouts of Waterboy fame, obviously.
Sure.
Yes.
Dan Fouts is all the way up here.
Got to pull out all the stops.
Yeah, last game. I to this day say last game of the year, can't hold anything back now. I said it, on Sunday as we didn't run any trick plays as a Patriots while getting our ass kicked.
Sure, got to hold them back next year.
I don't know why you reminded me. Maybe because their names start with the same letter, but Doug Flutie is my guess because he played for a longer time than you think.
Long time.
Doug Flutie only threw for 14,700 yards in his 20 seasons in the NFL. That is 153rd on the list.
What?
I'll go double check.
No,
just to make sure.
I believe you.
It's fine. Wow. That many years and that few yards? What the hell?
I mean, because he spent the middle chunk of his career in the CFL.
In Canada, yeah. I was going to say, he went to Canada for a while.
So that looks like a ton of seasons there, but only 12 of them were in the NFL.
Yeah, he left to go to Canada for a bit, and then he came back to the Bills, if I remember right.
And he only had 3 seasons where he threw more than 1,150 yards. No, sorry. 3 seasons where he threw more than 1,700 yards.
Then that's, that's good defense by Cody, making me think of a different quarterback. So good job.
On accident.
Got his ass.
I again went to Fouts because you went with Stabler, and I thought of the AFC West. I thought of old quarterbacks, so.
That'll be Dave's second strike. The end could be coming here.
Man. Maybe for a time, I go crazy.
Let's be.
And we'll have to speed run a little bit here.
Do whatever I want now since Dave's going to die soon. Carson Palmer.
Carson Palmer has 46,000 yards in his career. That is 17th. Our highest answer. Oh, no, Matt Ryan was picked. Never mind. Or almost our highest answer yet.
USC quarterback after, congratulations to Sam Darnold on being the first USC quarterback to make a Super Bowl somehow.
Got him.
Carson Palmer. Can I pick John David Booty as another USC quarterback? No, I'm kidding. I'm not going to pick him.
You know what, Dave? I'm going to go ahead and throw you a bone here because I want this to stay as close as possible. Len Dawson had 28,700 yards in his career. That's 60th.
Thank you.
He is actually on the list.
He's on the list.
Yeah, you get credit for that.
There he is.
Okay.
That's going to take a guess.
I got screwed over by another league, so in this case it worked out well.
That's kind of how I felt about it, yes. And that's going to be your guess for this round, but there it is.
That's fine. Perfect. Thank you.
All right, back to Cody. And if you end up winning the game because of that, then we'll review it. But
no, I think it's funny.
I mean, you said the name.
It's such a good poll for a name, though. Like,
yeah, that's kind of
so impressed by that.
I think we got to reward ball knowing. So, and if you were worried about just his being on the list, period, I would have been like, okay. But since it was the league situation and because of the Doug Flutie, I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I make the rules here. It's a fun trivia game. We're not that cutthroat.
Another league, somebody playing in a different league screwed me in the Flutie case. So. Yeah. Suns are only up by 12.
That's fine. We got a lot of names taken. There's still
All right, let's
35 out there or so, and a lot of them are at the top. But
let's take another chance on another shitty active quarterback. Because I think he got it. I think he's there, or if not, I'll take the strike. Geno Smith.
What?
I think there's another. Oh, it's not Mini Dave.
Dave's gone.
No, I'm here.
No, there's Mini Dave.
Mini
in the
Dave
back.
right here.
Another,
Okay.
the second of the three Mini Daves.
I understand now.
Or I guess Mini Courtney is what I'm supposed to say.
Yeah, I was like, what? Hey, Geno Smith is 97th on the list.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yes.
22,200 yards.
You're killing me, Smalls.
That's how mediocre you need to be nowadays to get on this list.
Leave.
Now, he's also
just
played
sent
for
her
a,
away.
he's played for a long time, but sent her away. Now he's daring the world to give him a third strike now for doing that.
I probably am. Oh my god, I'm running low on guesses here. He might have run too much, but he played for a lot of teams. Fran Tarkenton?
No, dude, he's gonna be like top 20.
No way.
Yeah, he's like top 20. No, he has
ran
so
too
many
much.
more yards than you would believe. Yeah. No,
15.
that's why I was never gonna name him as an old quarterback.
Oh wow. I thought he was runner way more than that. Okay, well at least I'm still alive.
It's points. It's points on the board. That 97 does hurt a lot, though. That may have closed the door. There's still names out there. There's a route, but back to Cody.
All right, let's start. I'll start taking chances that are fun with really shitty quarterbacks that I know played for a long time, to make it more interesting. Or I'm gonna get like 100 points. Gus Frerotte.
Oh wow.
Gus Frerotte had 21,300 yards in his career. As we scroll down, you might note that that's in the close range. Unfortunately, it is 103rd.
Oh,
17.
Is he the one that headbutted the wall?
yes,
15.
you are
Okay.
absolutely correct. He is the one that headbutted the goalpost and concussed himself.
Uh-huh. So no strike, but 0 points. Back to Dave.
Oh my god, I'm trying. I wish I remembered the old Cardinals quarterback when they came here. I just can't remember his name. He's probably not gonna be on the list anyway. I'm running low on guesses. Is the problem here? I've written down so many and gone through so many.
You can always play it safe to buy time to think.
I know. I will. Let's. Oh man, I feel stupid guessing these things, but fine. Let's just go Matt Stafford because he's the first one that came to mind as a safe guess. He's way up there. He's
Congratulations
way
on your
up there.
7 points.
6.
I know, it's fine. Yeah. Look, I need a name, all right?
Yep.
Fine. You
It
could have
keeps
gone
you in
with
the
another
game.
different one that would have been worse.
It's
like 5 of them.
especially tough when you have 2 strikes. Like you just need something that keeps you alive for now until maybe inspiration strikes. Back to Cody. We're winding down. There's only so many names left to pick, so at a certain point, some war of attrition is going to happen.
Jake Delhomme.
I don't think he's gonna be on this one.
I'm scrolling.
Ah, shit.
He's right between Gus Frerotte and Joe Burrow. He's 104. So no strike, no points. This is the luxury of not having strikes, I guess, is that Cody gets to reach. Back to Dave.
I'm trying. I want to get 100.
Well, I'll be impressed if you do.
I'm going back to another ridiculous one, by the way, Dave. After
The
this.
good news is, Dave, you gained 6 points on him.
Let's go see it again and just go Brett Favre. The fuck of it. It's so high, but it's fine.
Brett Favre is 4th.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm just getting.
I know.
staying alive,
I'm not
trying
going to
to
spend time
think.
doing like a big reveal. You know, everybody knows he's somewhere on this list.
All right. Since his name's been brought up as the worst quarterback to win a Super Bowl recently, Trent Dilfer.
That's a good.
I'm pushing it.
man.
I want to see if I can
I'm
get
actually
one of these.
I'm trying to go through like those early 2000s quarterbacks.
Are you fucking
in my-
kidding me?
Yeah, he's 106th. You had
Oh.
this entire block filled in. And 108 is also gettable, so keep pushing for the stars. Still no points, still no strike. Dave. You can get more
He's not
points.
gonna be on it. He's not gonna be on it. Let's just go Joe Montana. Just keep it alive.
Joe Montana is in the 40,000 club, but just barely. He's 24th, so that's pretty good. That's a good amount of points.
Better than I thought. Actually, lower than I thought it'd be, but that's good.
Injuries.
I'm gonna start playing defense and fucking Dave over by blocking off all the guys he's gonna know. Russell Wilson.
No, I like your guessing. This is fun.
Russell Wilson.
I like your guessing. You're winning. You're in by a lot.
As long as you're having fun, that's the main thing.
Oh
about
no!
this. It's
I
want to
see if we can get almost like I want to see if we can get. I don't know why we're doing on time. I want to see if we can get near, I don't know, 80 of these dudes.
Russell Wilson is 16th. Let's ride.
Big Blue.
But let's go Eli Manning.
And there's
big scroll.
There's the possibility that I put too many names that were like unrecognizable. Although I guess it was only 8, so it wasn't that bad. But Eli Manning is 11th, so that's 11 points for Dave.
God.
I'm just gonna round out the Mannings then, and I'll just take my 3. I think for Peyton
3 points.
I think it's 3
points. Did he pass Marino?
It is 3 points.
Yeah.
Bop. 71,000, 72,000 really. So 3 points for Cody. Back to Dave.
You're going too fast.
We're going to the hour 13 range, so we're doing okay.
Yep,
There's no Sean. We can still do NBA after. We're fine, but we don't want to go too much longer. But we're also, again, going to run out of names eventually.
I need to strike out.
Frank Reich is the poll that I'm going to go, and this might end the game.
Frank Reich? What are you doing? Why are you trying to end the game?
I'm not trying to. I thought he played a number of seasons. I'm trying to think of 90s quarterback at this point. Did he play a long time?
He didn't start very often, though, did he?
Yeah.
I don't like that sound.
Well, okay, hold on. Let me change.
Nope.
Did not end the game. I bet. Okay, fine.
Who are you even? Who?
Never mind.
Frank Reich is the former head coach of a handful of teams.
He played for the Bills. He played for the Bills. They played for other
I think
teams,
he was a backup, though, for a long time, Dave.
He's not in the top 250. I'll tell you that much.
Okay, never mind. Oh, my God.
What have I... You just... Tom Brady was sitting right there at number 1. You're taking your 1 point.
Yeah.
Frank Reich.
It's not... Don't worry about it. He's not 250. Don't worry about it.
That's not even the right one. The Pro Football Reference doesn't even go to the right one. I see the guy you're talking about on Wikipedia. Just for my own curiosity, let's see where he would have fallen.
Jesus, never mind. I just pulled it up. Jesus, never mind.
I see him now.
He did play for the long time.
6,000 yards in his career.
Oh no, Dave.
I thought he started more than that. Well, okay.
250th is 7,500, so he's probably in like the 350 range.
That's fine.
And that will be Dave's third strike.
I have a better guess now, but it won't matter.
We'll do it real quick, and you're dead anyways because you can't catch Cody. So
Warren Moon would have been my better guess.
That's gonna be a top 15.
Warren Moon, I think, in part because of the time in another league, but it's still 13th.
Mm-hmm.
We'll give Dave 13 points as he dies.
It doesn't matter. All right.
He is.
Okay, well, my other reach pick was Doug Williams on this list.
I don't think so.
He won a Super Bowl.
Doug Williams would have been 134th, 17,000.
Okay. So I would have hit that point eventually where I would have lost. So.
All right, Cody, you can rapid fire. I'm no longer going to add the points, but if you want to try and clear as much of the board as you can, but you have to go fast.
We'll go top down.
Okay.
Just get Breeze and Brady and
Brady, Marino.
Tell you what, since these are not counting, I'll just reveal them in white.
Yeah. Breeze, Brady, Roethlisberger, Marino.
Let's see. Roethlisberger is 7th. Brady and Breeze obviously 1 and 2. Who else did you say? Marino?
Yeah.
Marino was 10th.
Oh, he's lower than I thought.
5's going to be Rivers or Rodgers.
Rodgers is 5th. Rivers is 8th. Technically active again. That's the whole top 10 gone. You have 12 and 14 to complete the top 27.
Elway going to be there.
John Elway is 12th.
I think 14 is going to be real fucking funny because if I'm looking at this list right, I think it's Joe Flacco.
It is Joe Flacco.
Jeez.
Because again, he's put up so many yards with the Browns and like all the bullshit he's played in the last couple years. He was already in the 30s from just being a regular starter.
I do think, if it was possible, I would still give Dave points for this because I believe the quarterback that Dave was referring to is our 28, which is Dave Krieg. Is that the Cardinals quarterback you were talking about?
It isn't actually. It wasn't actually, but That makes a lot of sense. Oh, where's Boomer Esiason on this list? I should have thought of him.
Oh, shit. That's a good point.
Hey, funny story. 29th.
Wow.
And now we're down at 33rd. It's going to start getting a little tougher. 33 is certainly gettable.
I got a couple more.
Okay.
Jim Everett's going to be on here somewhere.
Jim Everett is 39th.
Neil Lomax is the name I was thinking of.
Hi, puppies.
I don't remember seeing Neil Lomax on the list, but let me double check. No, he is. He's 93rd.
Oh, man. That was the one I was thinking of. I really wish I could have remembered his name. Damn it.
Did we get Phil Simms?
Don't believe
you said Boomer, and I went to Simms because of fucking CBS right away.
Phil Simms is 44th.
I'm running out of
We didn't do Mahomes.
That's the guy who's up here in 33rd, Patrick Mahomes. So now you have the top 37 done. 38 is gettable, but hard. Not the hardest name left on the list, but hard.
Scroll down a couple.
Some of these are not gettable, by the way. You're not getting any of 40, 41, or 43.
Ryan Tannehill's on this list.
You're not getting 48. Tannehill you can get, though. He's 38.
He is the next. Oh, my God. He's right after the other Ryan. Yeah,
right after the other Ryan.
Tannehill's going to be in the mid-30s, so that makes sense.
I don't think you're getting anybody else up here, and I can reveal them at the end, but just for the sake of saving you time for trying to guess, that's it for the top 50 for you, I think. 51's tough. 62, 63, 64 are tough.
I got another 90s poll.
Okay.
Chris Chandler.
Chris Chandler is on the list. He's down here at 62nd.
He's a Falcons quarterback when the Broncos played them in the Super Bowl, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, at this point, any names you pull will be pretty impressive. There's a couple more like gettable ones that are, I think, relatively easy, and then there's a couple others that are very much not. So if you have any other guesses, now is your moment. If not, I might as well just reveal what's left.
You did Joe Namath, but did we do Joe Theismann?
Joe Theismann is 76th on the list.
I honestly, as you're scrolling, I was like, shit, I completely blanked on him, which I really should have got when I talked about Alex Smith's leg breaking in half. Honestly, it was the same thing on the same. It was weirdly similar.
I'm not going to say that's it, but it's close. If you have any others, now's the moment. But because any names that were in the top 50, I kept, even if they were olds, because I'm like, they made the top 50 all time. Like, I'll start filling in some while you think if you have any last minute guesses. There's everybody for the viewer. Everybody in the top 39 is here. 40, 41, and 43 were not happening. 40, Jim Hart.
Nope.
Don't know who that is, but again, top 50, so I left him. 41 is Steve DeBerg, a name I know.
You gotta scroll down a little bit.
I should.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you guys scroll. I should have known that.
21 seasons with 6 teams, just a journeyman quarterback.
Nope.
43 was John Haddle.
Nope. Absolutely not.
But again, top 50, so I left him. 48's Ken Anderson. Longtime Bengal.
That would be a tough poll even for me.
That, you know what? If I would have thought about it more, because he played in those Super Bowls against the Niners. I should have known that.
Yeah.
51 was Sonny Jurgensen.
So that's the 50s guy I was gonna say, because we went through a whole Sonny versus Sonny, this bullshit on the podcast. But Jurgensen was the next guy I had, the 50s guys.
Yeah.
So he is up there.
He's a Hall of Famer, so it makes sense. I wish I could give you hints on these, but I don't know their career trajectories that well. I know this guy was mostly a backup. Well, not mostly a backup, but split time is like a backup and bounced around a bit. Trent Green.
I should have got him. That's a big miss by me.
He played for the Rams too, didn't he?
Yeah, he was a Ram.
Yeah, he was the one that Kurt Warner replaced. I should have kept that line going.
And then he became a chief, and he's been on TV. Yep. He's been an announcer for a decade now.
Speaking of announcers, in between Trent Green and Terry Bradshaw as an announcer, is there one you can think of that you haven't named yet?
I guess Romo already.
Shit.
It's not Romo. You're right. There's another one you haven't named yet, and his name is Jaws.
He was a quarterback?
Yeah.
Ron Jaworski, 28,000 yards.
I didn't even think he was that good, but I guess that may mean he's a Philadelphia, right?
Yeah.
Primarily. Yeah, 67's Craig Morton. Nope.
Nope.
But again, I've at least heard of him, so I kept him.
Yeah.
68 is Jeff George.
You know, that he was the one that I confused with Gus Frerotte.
Yeah.
With Jeff George and Gus Frerotte, I merged them in my mind.
That's honestly, you're probably not the only person in history has merged them together as being random shitty quarterbacks.
I think you will kick yourself for this, and this is a pun intended. Does that help at all? Kick yourself?
Tom Tupa.
No, he's not on the list, but you're on the right track. You guys named a bunch of olds, but you didn't name maybe the most noteworthy one, and that's George Blanda. Now, a lot of this is just atrophy because he played for, as you can see here, 27 seasons. So he averaged less than 1,000 yards per season. He also started playing in 1949. Was the forward pass even allowed then? I don't fucking know. I don't know. 73 was Jim Plunkett.
Okay.
77 was Ken O'Brien. Again, a name you know, but when would you ever
I recognize
pulled it?
O'Brien.
78, I think, was gettable, just given the magnitude of his time, which was Bob Greasy.
Fuck. Yeah, we should have got him.
81 was one of the ones I almost got rid of, but I had heard of him. That's Tommy Kramer. 82 was gettable. When you were thinking about olds, I thought maybe you'd get here. Green Bay Packers.
No, Bart Starr.
Bart Starr.
Yeah, when I said Dawson, I should have just gone with Starr. Because that, it makes sense.
We have a couple of Steves in the 84 and 85 positions. Bartkowski and Berline.
Berline is on. Holy shit!
Berline! Damn it!
Is this the guy who is? No, is he the one that was on the roster when Elway was there?
That feels right.
I want to say maybe around. He was a Bronco, I think, at one point, but I'm also thinking of literally Kubiak.
And that brings us to the bottom of our list. 99 was another old, and it's the oldest one on the list. If I told you he was a longtime Redskin, would that do anything for you? It was only a Redskin. That do anything for you? You know the name.
Gibbs. No, he was a coach.
You know the name, not Gibbs. It's Sammy Baugh.
1937. Was a forward pass invented then?
It must have been if he got 21,800 yards, but... And number 100, again, I wish it was a better name, but I thought the list was better off going this route than what originally was 100, which was... Let me scroll. 100 was Mark Bolger, which we would have gotten.
Damn it.
But I thought the list was better off for having done this. Number 100, you were never, ever getting. It was Jeff Blake.
I mean, I know the name.
I know you know who he is, but there's no way in hell you're ever conjuring up Jeff Blake. And even if you do, you're not going to think he has enough yards to qualify.
I cannot believe... I was going for Rott and all this shit in Dilfer, and I would not have gotten Jeff Blake being on this list.
And then just because we have one more name to show, just to rub it in on Cody a little bit, there's number 108. It's Sam Darno. And that's the end of the top 100. Cody wins. Dave did fight back as much as he could.
At least.
You kept it respectable. Down by 300, but in a game where you both scored 1,400 plus, 300 is not really that bad.
No.
And a couple of those pulls at the end from Cody were just sledgehammers when you were already on life support on 2 strikes. So,
yeah.
But that is the end. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was good for the listeners as well.
That was
wonderful. Next week, I will plug it one last time. It will be, unless Sean tells me he's in fucking Cuba or something, the 15th anniversary show. So please join us, especially for the live audience. I have a couple of things for you to do in that show as well. You can participate. Join us as we kind of reminisce on 15 years. Because instead of the 100 episode plateaus where we kind of do a little bit of that, we also have shit to get to. Next week, we're just going to reminisce and talk about how 15 years have gone by. And hell, even for Cody, he's probably not, he's been here longer than he thinks he has.
Or?
It's more than that. So that'll be next week. Please tune in then, 8 p.m. Arizona time, 10 p.m. Eastern for about 4 more weeks. Please join us for that one. That will be the show next week for sure. Then trivia is coming, some other stuff, regular trivia. So thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.